did I develop Sansage Eye Revise? Well, for a long time I had been beleaguered by associates and various people in my field to create a special eye cream or serum. And I was opposed to that because we've done many treatments over the years that address the eyes just fine. Remember, all the cells of the skin and body are linked to each other. The knee bone is connected to the thigh bone and so on. So if you're treating the face as a whole, you certainly are also treating the eye area. But finally, I decided, okay, enough. I'll think of something, but if I'm going to think of something, it's got to do two things. It's got to have a temporary cosmetic effect, so people will see a sort of an instant result, and it also has to have a long-term therapeutic effect. So, cosmetic, therapeutic. The cosmetic effect is pretty easy. Hyaluronic acid, Rigaline, various ingredients like that, opacifiers that reflected light away from eyes so they didn't look as dark circled or as tired and so on. That effect you'll see if you have a Polaroid picture taken, let's say at a cocktail party or at another kind of party at night. The flash from the Polaroid camera nukes out all your wrinkles, and I'm sure most of you have seen this. Suddenly you look younger and smoother. Oh, I look pretty good in that shot. It's a trick of reflecting light away from something and scattering it. So zinc oxide and various light reflectors were added into Eye Revise to pull off that little chemical trick. Totally harmless, totally effective, but not the base gut of the product itself, because while these temporary effects are going on, I wanted the client to enjoy long-term therapeutic effects where the skin cells themselves are revised, where all of the broken little blood veins that surround the eyes, the little broken capillaries that give the effect of dark circles, are hydrolyzed and leached away, leaving a clearer, brighter eye. Fluids in the eyes that become excessive and build up bags and puffs under the eyes, also alleviated over a period of time. Collagen fibers that may be compromised with age or with stress and break and sort of sag. Think of them as little cables that support the infrastructure of the skin. Have new collagen activity reinstated in that area over time through the fibroblast cell, which takes the coenzymes and vitamin C's. All of these things had to be included in the formula. So we had the best of both worlds, cosmetic and therapeutic. And that's how I finally said, okay, fine, this actually is a valid and viable product. And that's why Sansage introduced it. And it was amazing because from the very first get-go, the different supply centers couldn't keep it on the shelves. I mean, it just flew off the shelves. And I was pretty amazed by this because some of the cosmetic effect tricked ingredients were already out there in the mainstream. And, promising similar things. I don't know if the effects were as good. I haven't seen any, but I was pretty happy with how it turned out. Some of the raw materials did come from exclusive far-off places. One in principle is sea buckthorn oil, which contains every nutrient known to man. If by some reason the human race was told by some horrible authoritarian government power, you can't have any supplements at all except one, that would be the one I would pick, would be sea buckthorn, because of its enormous potency. And I found its source growing in the wilds of Inner Mongolia. I actually went to the site where the villagers pick it twice a year. I've been to the laboratory where it's processed and stored at certain temperatures. That was my source. I was there, I saw it, I felt it, I tasted it, I saw the assay sheets, I put it in. Its lipid powers are fantastic, its antioxidant powers are fantastic, its amino acid proteins, its omegas, all the omegas that you've heard about that regenerate cell tissue, incredibly powerful, potent, direct. I included that into Eye Revise. So I think we came up with a very good answer, not only to alleviate signs of lines and wrinkles and dark circles and puffs and sags on a cosmetic temporary basis very safely and effectively, but also give that wonderful long-term therapeutic effect that you can depend on over time.